So I have a question for you guys. Did you miss me? How's it going, guys? RetroGamer9000 here with an update video. First, I want to apologize for taking so long in my last video to make this update video. I know it was like a month after doing my Bean Boozled Challenge video, but I had so much stuff going on between work, wedding planning, a lot of stuff going on, so trust me, I had no time to do any kind of recording whatsoever. But I am here with some good news. I am ready to start making some more videos like I promised I would, and that's what the purpose of this update is. I'm going to be talking about some new videos that's going to be going on, as well as some new stuff that you guys can do to help out with this community that we have with the RetroGamer9000 channel. So let's get started with the games first. Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. We are going to continue on with the playthrough. The only difference is I'm actually going to be starting from the beginning, mostly because my save file is deleted. I didn't have a backup for it, so I have to start back from the beginning. But it's a good thing because I really didn't remember a whole lot of what happened, so I didn't know where I would be starting with. And yeah, kind of starting over would be my best option. Just let's put it that way. So starting back from the beginning, so we're going to be continuing on with that. I got some new editing software recently, and I'm still working on learning how to use that. So between the time I start the reboot of the playthrough on over, there's going to be a bit of a transition as to how the videos are going to look, as well as possibly differences in format. Hopefully, it's not going to be too major a change. But Harmony of Dissonance is going to continue on, and then we'll continue with the playlist of games that we have selected, with one difference. So the list of Castlevania games that I had set up specifically as playthroughs were Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse for the NES, which I've already completed, Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, which, like I said, I'm going to be starting back from the beginning, Super Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo, Castlevania Circle of the Moon for the Game Boy Advance, Castlevania Dracula X for the Super NES, and then Castlevania Aria of Sorrow for the Game Boy Advance. The change that I'm making in that list is I'm going to add another game to the end of that list. So after Castlevania Aria of Sorrow, there's going to be a Nintendo DS game I'm going to be adding. I recently, a few months back, got a copy of the game Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. It's a really good game. I personally love the game. I've been able to beat it several times. I think it's a really good game, and I think it deserves a playthrough, especially when by yours truly. So as soon as I'm able to get it set up to where I can actually record a playthrough of the game, I will have a playthrough out at the end of the playthrough playlist. So yeah, so that's the change that we have for the Castlevania playthroughs. Harmony of Dissonance is going to start back from the beginning, and we're going to continue on from there with that. Game number 2, a couple of years ago, PhoenixEquiste, for my birthday, gave me a copy of Five Nights at Freddy's: The Sister Location. Now, as some of you guys may or may not remember, I recorded myself playing night number 1. And then I stopped. I put night number 1 as a Halloween special for that year, and I have not touched the game since. Well, a lot of you guys, whether by comments, whether by talking to me on Discord, whether by messaging me, or whatever the case may be, have been constantly saying, we want you to continue to play this game. Don't let it just be one night. Play all the way to the end. Well, you convinced me. I'm going to be continuing on with Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. I am going to play the game straight on to the end. The only difference is Night 1 is going to stay as it is. Night 2 on over, I am going to be continuing the game from there. And another difference, Night 1 only had vocal commentary. Night 2 is going to have face cam. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me because I have never attempted to do any playthroughs where it's actual face cam reaction. So I don't know what I'm going to be in for when I do this. So I'm going to try my best to make it look good, and we're just going to see what happens from that point. So, Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, night 2 onward. Be ready for a lot of fun jump scare moments from me. I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to get your jollies. Yes. So, game number 3. Game number 3, I got a little bit of a backstory to segue into this. So, as some of you guys may or may not know, I am a huge fan of Peanut Butter Gamer. Specifically, his gameplay channel, PBG Gameplay. Now, one of the things that he does is a series of videos called Hardcore. Basically, he and several other YouTubers team up and do a hardcore series where they play different games. Now, the rule of hardcore is if you die, you're dead for good. You do not come back, you do not respawn, you're gone from the team. You cannot come back to help out. He's been doing this a lot with Minecraft and Terraria. In fact, it's through this hardcore series that got me interested in playing Minecraft and Terraria, and I've played both games. Terraria especially has been my jam. I absolutely love to play it. I still constantly play it, even though I've unlocked almost every single achievement in the game. I've beaten every single boss. I still play the game because it's that much of a fun experience. I enjoy it that much. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I joined a Peanut Butter Gamer hardcore fan server on Discord. Well, through that, I became a member of several other Discord servers, one of them being Paradox Gaming. One of the members of Paradox Gaming has invited me to join in as a special guest in a season of Terraria Hardcore hosted by him. You can imagine my surprise when I first heard this, and then dread. A lot of dread. Now, some of you guys are thinking, well, this is really good. I mean, you're invited to be a part of this. Why are you dread? I've only played Terraria as a softcore game. Let me explain. There's 3 different versions of a character that you can create. Softcore, medium-core, and hardcore. Softcore, if he dies, you only lose the cash that the character has. You keep all of your equipment, you keep everything in the inventory, etc., etc., etc. Medium core just loses the equipment, still has all the cash. Hardcore, of course, he's dead, he's gone, the file's deleted and everything. I've never played a hardcore playthrough. Now, for the past couple of weeks I have. But I figured that not only do I share in the solo experience, but you guys do as well. I am going to be recording my personal Terraria hardcore solo run training regimen. And through that, I hope that you guys will be entertained by that. I will have a trailer out for you guys soon, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. So that's what we have as far as the updates on gameplay. Now, I made mention about community updates, so here's what we have for that. I, as mentioned, have a Discord account, and through that I have created a special Discord server called Retro's Hangout. This is a server that's directly connected to my YouTube channel, and you guys are more than welcome to join in if you want to. There's going to be a link in the descriptions below. You guys can check it out and become a part of it if you'd like. I'd love to have any of you who want to just sit down and chat with me through voice chat or text or whatever the case may be. Just be a guest. You guys are all welcome there. I would like to ask, though, if you do join in the Discord server, to please abide by the rules. I'm one of the moderators there, and if I see the rules broken too many times, I would hate to do it, but I will remove people, because I want it to be a family-friendly, wholesome group and a wholesome server. So I don't want to have to do that. But you guys are more than welcome to join the server if you want to. Like I said, link will be in the descriptions below. I hope that you guys have been following me on Facebook and Twitter. I have kind of been neglecting doing a lot of stuff on that, but I am going to be continuing doing some stuff in the near future. I'm going to be posting more things on it, whether it's personal stuff that's going on that pertains to the channel, or just some behind-the-scenes stuff that I won't show on YouTube or anything like that. So just be on the lookout on Facebook and Twitter for some new stuff there. Also, DeviantArt. If you guys have any fan art, which I have been getting some, that's going to be in a video as well, an upcoming video as well. If you guys have any fan art, Link will be in the descriptions below to the DeviantArt page. If you have a DeviantArt account, if you have fan art for me, submit it. I want to see it. I want to see it. And who knows, I might show it in an update video or in any other kind of video. So yeah. So another thing that you guys can help out with the community is I am planning on setting up a Patreon account. For those of you guys who may or may not know, Patreon is a website where fans of different content creators can pledge money either by the new content that is revealed or uploaded, or by the month. I'm actually going to be setting it up to where it's a monthly pledge. I already use Patreon to pledge money in support of some of my favorite content creators, and I thought that I would use it for me as well. Now, this isn't a ploy to ask people for money. I already have a job that gives me enough income to live off of. So what's the money for Patreon going to be used for me? Well, what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on using the money that is collected through Patreon for anybody who's wanting to pledge. I'm planning on using that money to help go for equipment and other things that I need for the channel. To be perfectly honest, currently one of the main things that I really need is a new computer. If I can show you guys what's going on here, I literally have the hinges of my laptop being held by duct tape. Yes, it's by duct tape, and I don't have the spare money to be able to buy a new laptop. So if anybody does pledge anything, that's probably going to be the first thing that I'm going to have the money set aside for. Like I said, it's not a ploy to ask for money. This is just for any fans of the channel who want to support, not just as a viewer, not just as a person who gives encouragement or leaves comments, but just a small monetary bit. And here's the thing. I'm at almost 220 subscribers the last time I checked, and I'm already starting pledges at just $1. I mean, there's a link in the descriptions below that's going to take you directly to the Patreon account, and you get to check it out and see it. If one person, if one viewer, if everybody in the subscribers list was to pledge $1, I would already have over $200 set aside for the first month. And that would go a mile to getting better equipment and better stuff to make the channel better, to get better quality stuff out there. I want to make this more than a hobby, and I want to be able to stay consistent. I want to be able to stay giving out and dealing out more and more videos, being more frequent in it. But I can't do it with the equipment that I currently have. I mean, I'm limited to what I can do. So, like I said, Patreon's out there for those of you guys who want to help. I'll have a more in-depth video later on explaining the perks that go with being a patron to the RetroGamer9000 channel, as well as some of the added bonuses that you guys get, that you guys will be getting from me. I do not believe in a one-way give and take. I believe that if one person gives to help somebody else out, then the person who is receiving it should return the favor, and that's what I want to do. So later on I'll have a update video talking about the Patreon account itself, just the Patreon setup, everything there, the different tiers, and the different perks that you guys will get. And that's pretty much the two main things I wanted to talk about as far as the community: the Discord server and the Patreon, as well as making mention about Twitter, Facebook, and DeviantArt. But those are things that I already do. So I hope that you guys got enough information out of this update. Again, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and welcome if you have. So until the next video, this is the RetroGamer9000. Stay retro, my friends, and happy gaming.